So, is it called an outfit? Because it fits and it's something that I wear out. I don't know, English slang was funny. This ain't got nothing to do with anything else. I just want to get that out of my head. So, where was I gonna go with this? I don't know. I wanted to make some of this video before I post the rest of the videos because clearly, as I've stated, and we'll have to reinstate just about in every single video because every new video is a new crowd, new audience, new people potentially. Assuming people are new, some people might repeat. I am well aware that sometimes people enjoy the madness that they're seeing. They're like, I need more of this. Is this all? Is this all you got? Are you kidding me? I need more. What can I find more? It's gotta be more. Please be more. I am one of those people that definitely overindulge. I don't know, some people underindulge, some people indulge within the right means where it's just like, well, we couldn't tell you that you have an addiction issue, but you could probably tell me I have an addiction issue and a couple things. But that's besides the point. Not even the point. The point of making this video is to figure out what the point was. Good. So, I don't know. I think it was communication. Trying to talk to strangers. So, everybody's strange to me. Plain and simple. This ain't my country. This ain't my land. I'm visiting. I've been visiting for a really long. You'd say 2 decades. That's 20 years for people that don't understand what decades are. About 2 decades in the presidency, actually. Two decades of presidency, a Senate, and how long is a mayor for? Because I know Senate's 2 years, president's 4 years, a decade is 10 years. So that's 20 plus 4 plus at least 6. I'm asking for the mayor and Senate because I'm trying to figure out where a year breaks down to. I'm not quite sure what offices only sit for a year, to be completely transparent. I used all of my education just in those couple jokes. And then a year because I'm 27 years old. To my knowledge. I say it like that because I'm adopted and the information on my paperwork could be incorrect because I don't know how good Haiti's at keeping its records. And I don't know how good America is at making sure that they transfer the records correctly. But from what I know about information about America, I'm probably older and or younger. I say it like that because I don't know. People have been like, wow, you act so old for your age at the same time. Being like, wow, you act so childish for your age at the same time. Being like, wow, how the fucking old are you? Both positively as well as negatively. And I don't really know. So, I am a big I like the bubbly. I'm a chatty cat. I'm basically like a female trapped in a male's body when it comes to the communication aspect. In other ways, like I feel like I'm not overly emotional, although I'm overly reactive. I know I have been called dramatic, but I'm just like, am I being dramatic or am I reacting in what I believe to be in the right amount of drama to react in situations like this? And then other occasions where people are kind of waiting for me to react a lot more explosive, I'm just like, what? I was supposed to be explosive about this? Oh, shit, my bad. Ah! Oh, did I miss the window to be angry? Fuck. All right, I'll try to fix it next time. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I guess, like, from my personal experience of how I feel things like baseline nothing, sometimes icky, other times I'll be looking at people and, like, I could feel, like, this warmth being, what's what I'm looking for? I'm literally thinking of sound waves like that, like warmth being emitted from them, and I'm just like feeling like, oh, okay. And then sometimes I feel like fucking cold, like I just plunge in the water with my clothes on, and then I would say 9 times out of 10 I feel icky if I am touching somebody and their energy's fucked up, or like I feel like it was an inappropriate touch for the situation, being like clearly during sex. There's no, at least I don't believe there's really much about inappropriate touch. Clearly, that's communicated during and before the sex happens. And if you have sex and like they're not agreeing, clearly that's not sex, that's rape. I just want to make sure that y'all are aware. Sex is consent, rape is no, as well as confusion. Back to the point. So yeah, the icky feeling is when I get touched or feel people that are nasty energy is the easiest way I explain it. And then the cold is more or less of when sometimes it's an emission from people, as well as sometimes I'll shake somebody's hand and be like, oh, damn. Your hand, you shake like somebody that neglects the shit out of their family members. Like you shake hands like somebody that would fire their whole entire fleet and hire new people. Like you don't give a shit about anybody. Like your hands shake like you would fucking kill animals. And I mean like dogs, not just like guinea pigs and cats. Like you might be a good CEO, but like stop touching me. And then the happiness that emits from other people. Sometimes I can even feel it when it's transferred through handshakes. I generally hate contact, physical of any sorts. Like for the people I like and enjoy, I would say I probably like it a little bit too much. But for the strangers and people I'm just trying to learn, I'm just like, I'm trying to feel everything out, but I don't really like to feel new people because a lot of things I feel as if are overstimulating energy wise to me, but it's hard to explain to people that have low energy sensors. So it's just like, best part that I've learned about myself is I could at least be good about blocking how much energy that I absorb through wearing headphones and just trying to center in on what I do. But there's times that I feel as if being younger, before having the knowledge and information as well as the vocabulary to be able to convey messages like this, I feel as if when I was younger, that was the main reason why I didn't like to be out in public too much because there's just too much. It's just, I don't want to deal with this. I can't deal with this. I want to leave. I'm angry and I don't even know why. I'm upset and I don't even know why. And it's sometimes me and sometimes them. It's just sometimes I need to get away from all this goddamn energy. But you know, you're just being a child. Nobody cares about. Well, it really just all depends on what type of. I want to say garden you grew up in because some gardens are tended to oftenly, some gardens are tended to mildly, some gardens aren't tended to. The garden grows regardless if there is a arborist. That's for trees, Ethan. Regardless if there's a gardener. I was trying to think. I was gonna be great in spite, or I was gonna be great despite. Either way, I'm still gonna be great. It's just figuring out at what. And I would say one of my strengths, or I consider a strength. I think others may consider an annoyance, is I talk a lot. And me talking a lot is more or less just because why I don't know. Sometimes I just really want to talk about shit, which is a good reason why I utilize social media because well, just because I want to talk doesn't mean people want to listen. So therefore, I give people the option to listen. If they want to, they can. If they don't want to, they don't need to. Don't have to. They can scroll through. They don't have to be here for this. Speaking to myself, even if there's a potentiality of having an audience, and that could also happen when I speak openly, loud enough for people to be around me, or as people are passing me. It's like whoa. This was not audience ready. Why y'all eavesdropping on my loud self talking? Which is what I'm doing in the car. No, I thought I had somewhere I was gonna go with this. Oh, Mr. Pizza Man. And short sleeves. In this wind, this man built different. Showing off his biceps and everything. This man built different. Built. You're not seeing any more skin than you need to. That's neck up. La, 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 la. I don't know. I think the point of me being is to teach that you could be as goofy as you want and still get everything that you want, regardless of how much people try to step on you and create your personality to be what they perceive or what they want more in this world. The world needs more authenticity. The world needs more uniqueness. The world needs maybe more of you. And I say maybe because I realize when I say, or if I were to say the world needs more views, I might also be somehow promoting and helping monsters be more monstrous in the way that I define monsters because we all have different definitions for the exact same words are pedophiles, rapists, human traffickers, mastermind manipulators. Because at the end of the day, I feel like something that we always do, regardless if we're aware of it, is manipulate and act. Now, there is to do it with good intent, there's to do it with bad intent, there's just to do it in general and not giving a shit about anyone, including yourself. So I figure at least if you're aware of what you're doing, try to do it for the betterment of yourself that could also help others, not just yourself. That's why I extended the first part because at the end of the day, like to always do things for the betterment of others is also sometimes shoot yourself in the foot and screw yourself over. But you don't need to screw yourself over as well as you don't need to screw everybody over. But there might be some people that get screwed over. Make sure they deserve to get fucked. Like the monsters I reiterated earlier. I'm just saying, like, there's always going to be a side, and there's really no good and bad. It's just do your best, and you'll always be titled as something that you probably are in somebody else's story, but just make sure it's not everyone's. Well, actually, just make sure you're not telling that in your story as well. Boss man, boss lady, boss it. You could be whatever you wanted to. And who am I to tell you what the fuck you are? Who am I to stop you? I'm just saying. Until I'm not. I'm crazy enough to believe what I just said. Now am I crazy enough to be whatever I want? See, with the fact that I've just always wanted to be dead, it's really weird that I keep waking up. Because it doesn't really take much to be a corpse. You just gotta stop breathing, and so far I'm being bad at that.